Okay, we know that right now we want our salons to focus on that frequency of visit.
Yep.
Craig, share with our wonderful hairstylists and salon owners your top ways to increase frequency of visit. But first, tell me where we want that frequency of visit to be.
So we want that frequency of visit to be in that 5 week mark, that 5 to 6 week mark. That's the sweet spot of things. And I'm a firm believer that the best way to impact the frequency of visit happens in the consultation. And it happens in the consultation by a stylist being intentional with the words that they use. And one of the things that we teach is you want to make sure you give them a suggested date on when they come back in the consultation, not at the end of the service, but as the consultation is going forward, saying, this is what we're going to be doing. We recommend to see you the week of July 15th. That's what you want to be talking about. So you want to be kind of looking out. So every day a stylist should be coming in, looking at the calendar and basically saying, okay, what's 5 weeks out from now? This is what our suggestion is. The power of a suggestion is absolutely unbelievable in this instance. It's probably the greatest tool that you can use in building your frequency of visit in your pre-booking percentages. So that's the major thing that we look for. The other thing is you can do different incentives to encourage people to actually pre-book multiple appointments. There's no way people are very comfortable booking multiple appointments with their dentists, with their doctors, with their osteopaths, chiropractors, all of those things. They're willing to book multiple appointments. They are also with the salon industry. The challenge is we're not asking for it. See, during 2021 and 2022, we were so busy. We didn't have to focus on all of these fine, really intricate details about building our book. Building your book is really simple. It's about the power of suggestion. So suggest the date that you recommend for them to come back, and I guarantee you're going to see unbelievable results with it.
I feel like even if I'm an online booker, but if somebody gave me that date range, I would make sure I was going online to book that date range.
Of course, yeah.
Like I wouldn't know otherwise, but I would really.
And there's at no point does someone sit there and count out the number of weeks and say, oh, no, I only want to come in on 6 or 7 weeks.
Right.
But one of the other things to actually pay attention to is what services are you promoting? See,
it could be an in-between mini service.
That's one of the reasons why Calisum came in.
Yep.
Calisum is able to fill in those voids of the frequency of visit. That's why that hair regrowth treatment that we've been promoting is such a big thing. The other thing is really start looking at what services you're promoting from a color standpoint. I'm finding the younger stylists are so quick to just bleach and gloss, not looking at the base color, not looking at foils, not looking at that multi-dimensional, multi-process client any longer. They're trying to just get them in and out quickly. The challenge with that is, yes, it's fashionable and it is easier for the stylist to do that. The real challenge is now the client doesn't need to come back for 9 weeks when you do that. So what you do is every balayage, and I know it's the industry norm, I'm sorry, but from a business standpoint, I think balayage is the worst thing you could do because it stretches that client's appointment out so far that you need to, for every client that you do a balayage, you need to get 2 to 3 new customers to fill in for how that frequency of visit actually stretched out. So if you don't have a strategy to get those new customers in, it's why you really need to start promoting services like Calisum, and you need to get people to be coming in on the off visits so that you can keep that frequency of visit at that 5 to 6 week mark.